In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make the crisscross keychain wristlet. This pattern features the cross double crochet stitch. I'll be using 4-weight cotton yarn in 2 different colors. You'll also need a 4mm hook, a darning needle, and a key ring. In this pattern, I'll walk you through the foundation half double crochet. You'll also use the half double crochet stitch, double crochet, and slip stitch. Your finished keychain wristlet will be 6 inches long. To begin your keychain, you'll start with a foundation half double crochet. If you're not familiar with the foundation half double crochet, this essentially allows you to skip the chaining process and you work half double crochet stitches and the chain kind of all at once. So we'll be creating 51 foundation half double crochet. To do that, you'll start with your slip knot. Leave just a little tail, you'll weave that in later. And chain 2. To begin your first foundation half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook in the first chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And that creates that first foundation half double crochet. To continue, yarn over. If you look at this from the side, you'll notice that there is a V created from the last foundation half double crochet. You'll insert your hook under both of those loops. Pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first loop. Then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Yarn over, you'll insert your hook under both of those loops. Pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first loop. Then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. All right, you'll continue doing this. We want a total of 51 foundation half double crochet. Pause here, continue working those foundation half double crochet stitches, and I will meet you once you have finished your 50th foundation half double crochet. All right, so we are on the 51st, the final foundation half double crochet. This is where I'm going to be attaching my yarn for the next row. So I'll start the foundation half double crochet as normal, yarn over, insert under both of those loops, yarn over, pull through 1. And before I pull through all 3, I'm going to attach my new yarn. So I'm using this Frida color, which is beautiful. And I'll take my yarn, place it on the hook, pull through all 3, and tighten. And now I have my new yarn attached. Then you can cut your yarn and we'll have this new yarn right here that we're working with. Okay, so tug on those a little bit, tighten it up. With your new yarn attached, you'll chain 3 and turn your work. Next, we're going to start working our crossed double crochet stitches. So to do this, you'll skip this first stitch and work a double crochet in the second one. Next, you'll work backwards in that stitch you just skipped, you'll work a double crochet. So we'll continue to repeat that. We'll skip 1 stitch, work a double crochet in the next. Then we'll work a double crochet in the stitch you just skipped. And you'll keep doing that for the remainder of row 2. So skip a stitch, double crochet, and then a double crochet in the stitch you skipped, crossing over the previous double crochet. So keep working this pattern repeat, and I will meet you once there are 3 stitches remaining left in this row. All right, so now I have just 3 stitches left, 1, 2, and 3, and I'll be working my final pattern repeat. So skip a stitch, double crochet, and then a double crochet in that skip stitch. To end off this row, you'll work a double crochet in that final stitch. Now, just like I did at the beginning of this round, I am not going to finish this stitch with this current yarn. I'm going to be attaching my other color of yarn, my white yarn, and pulling through to finish off that stitch. So joining my yarn that way. Pull it tight, and now I can cut off this yarn. Still gonna leave some tail so that I can really make sure it's secure, but now I can work with my white yarn. From here, we'll begin row 3. All right, so to do that, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. For this row, we will be working 51 half double crochet in the front loop only. So we're looking at our stitches. We have our front loop and our back loop. So we're only going to be working into the front loop only. In the first stitch, I usually like to go through both loops. So I work in a half double crochet as normal, but in the next 49 stitches, I'm going to work in that front loop only. So front loop, back loop. We're working through front loop only. You can see just under the 1 loop. Again, under that 1 loop only. Continuing all the way down this row. So I'm going to show you the other side. Creates this definition of the crisscross the top versus the bottom. Now, if you go through both loops like a normal half double crochet, it does turn out a little bit different. So I will do a few of those and then I'll show you what that looks like on the opposite side in comparison to the half double crochet front loop only. Then that's the look you have where you see that that stitch goes down a little further. I'm going to undo those and continue front loop only, half double crochet. So you can pause the video here and meet me back once you have reached the end of row 3. All right, so I have 3 stitches remaining. I'll work my half double crochet front loop only. And then in my final stitch, I'm going to work through both loops, half double crochet, and that ends row 3. All right, we have 1 more row to do, but before we do that, I am going to work a single crochet stitch along this edge. So to do that, I will chain 1 and rotate my work so that I can work along this edge right here. So I'll work 5 single crochet. That's 1, 2, and they're just placed evenly along the side here. I like to work in this stitch. That's 3, 4, and then a 5th one. And then you'll chain 1, turn, and we'll work up the other side. 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, we are going to work backs along this side. Now this is the front of our keychain. So we'll work back this side and we will work our slip stitches. I chain 1, I work a slip stitch right here in this stitch, and then I continue to work along the side. Slipping creates a nice little finished look on this side. And you'll work all the way until you reach the other side. So pause the video here as you work your slip stitches, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. All right, we have reached the end. I'm gonna work my last couple of slip stitches. And one last one right here at the end. And just like we did on that side, I'm going to create just with this white yarn. I'm going to go down this side with a row of single crochets. So I'll chain 1, work 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you'll grab your keyring and just kind of slip it onto your keychain. Now, this is our right side facing us. So we want to turn it over, fold it over. Don't worry about the placement of the keyring just yet, but we are going to join these 2 sides together. We will chain 1 and turn. We have 5 single crochets on this side, 5 on this side. We'll line them up. And I like to work a slip stitch join. So I'll insert my hook through this first side, both loops, insert through both loops on the other side to join, yarn over, pull through, and slip. I'm going to do that for each of the remaining 4 stitches. Under this side, these 2 loops, these 2 loops, and slip stitch. Under this stitch, that stitch, pull through for a slip stitch. That's 4, and then our final one, we have our 5th slip stitch right here. So now the 2 sides are joined. You can pull your yarn up, and I like to leave myself a decent tail so that I can really secure this keyring onto it here in just a little bit. So cut your yarn, pull through all the way. Now we have all of these lovely ends that we need to weave in. Before I officially do that, I want to make sure that, okay, yes, this is indeed the side that I want it on. It fits, looks nice, everything like that. And then I'll go in and start to weave in the ends. All of my ends have been weaved in, except for one yarn tail that I'm going to use to secure the keyring in place. I like to have this side facing up. I start off on this corner, go through, and I just keep working just below the key ring, back and forth till I feel like it has gone through enough times. Cut off your yarn and your keychain wristlet is complete. This concludes this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on social media. Bye.